Okay, today is August 10, 2016, and I want to talk about the Argo and what is this whole idea about the Argo that we are talking about. Okay, let's watch it what Ben Affleck says.
Ben Affleck admits that Hollywood is probably filled with CIA agents with a wide variety of producers and actors who are secretly intelligent assets. When asked about the issue by the London Guardian, he had this to say.
I think there are probably quite a few, yes. I think probably Hollywood is full of CIA agents, and we just don't know it. And I wouldn't be surprised at all to discover that, this was extremely common.
Well, some may say that he was joking. Those people obviously don't know about the Hollywood military complex, which, by the way, is headed up by the CIA's Entertainment Liaison Office. He just openly admitted right here on CIA.gov, where they admit that they work with major film companies to produce propaganda in the form of Hollywood movies. Many people, of course, unaware that the CIA, Department of Defense, other government agencies work hand in hand with the big Hollywood studios to hand over billions of dollars in equipment and active duty personnel who appear in uniform as extras in blockbuster movies, provided they toe the government line. Ben Affleck, of course, the star of Argo, the film about how the CIA worked hand in hand with Hollywood to go and rescue American hostages in Iran back in 1980. Few people are probably aware that Arnon Milchan, producer of 12 Years a Slave, Pretty Woman, and Noah, the supposed Christian movie, which was really just an anti-Christian Gnostic Illuminati film, admitted that he was an Israeli secret agent for many, many years. The Mossad, Israel's CIA, by the way, which Newsweek magazine and the NSA reveal is the top threat to America's intelligence. That's right, Newsweek magazine, Israel flagged as top spy threat to the United States.
Okay, so we are coming back to this particular video clip. We are aware that the US in late 70s trying to sell F-14 to the Pahlavi dynasty, and it doesn't go through. Some kind of a games happens. The people who were follower path of headmaster Khomeini, they attack at the embassy, and the Jimmy Carter, Freemason Jimmy Carter, who dislike Iran and the whole world, and he has this facade that he's the loving guy and won the Nobel Peace Prize. He hates everything. So this is what is coming down into it. In this book, Mission to Tehran comes to this, and this general was sent to Iran, and his main objective was not to allow the Iran's military at that time to eradicate headmaster Khomeini. Of course, revolutionary people in Iran, they call him Mehdi, the Messiah, who was the hidden imam, the hidden saint. That's how they look at it. That's what I'm trying to say. Headmaster rather than a saint, because if you're a saint, you have some dignity, some divine something in you, but he was a headmaster. So he came to Iran, and he did not allow the army to do its job, prevented the coup, prevented all kinds of things. He's saying it in his book. But what is so significant, he's saying that the US was so interested not to allow, was so interested to sell this F-14 to Iran at that particular time, and he didn't understand when the regime couldn't do any kind of a transaction, and they were trying to get papers are signed, that kind of things. Those military officers that they were in charge of it. They couldn't do anything. Talking about the propaganda, we have it right here in Canada. Like, for example, this professor, he's a history professor. Where is Robert? Okay, yep, I see it right in front of me. According to this, he's a history professor at Brock University. So he cannot distinguish the difference between Muhammad Reza Shah Pahlavi and Reza Pahlavi, and he's trying to besmirch Muhammad Reza Shah Pahlavi. It's one of the jokeable book I have ever bought it, and I have read it. But as I have mentioned, it's really beneficial for the U.S. to have the regime, install the regime in the Middle East, and it's causing war and really having fun. So now we are looking, hearing what Khomeini is saying. I always say Khomeini made a speech. These are Arabic, so that's how I was able to find it on YouTube. What we have, he made a free ride, made a promise for a free ride society. If people revolt against Muhammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, everything will be free. So for a historical purpose, I'm showing it over here. So
آب و برق را مجانی میکنیم، اتوبوس را مجانی میکنیم، دلخوش به این مقدار نباشید. ما هم دنیا را آزاد میکنیم و هم آخرت را. این دارایی از غنایم اسلام است و مال ملت است یا مستضعفین و من امر کردم مستضعفین ببند.
هذه كانت نتيجة وعد قطعه الخميني منذ 35 عاما وردده.
Okay, they're speaking Arabic, I don't understand. But what we have here, Khomeini, is, I heard it myself. He says that we are here because we want to do revolution to overthrow the Pahlavi dynasty and create a free ride society. And that was a big factor, one factor. And there was for people to revolt against establishment. The other factor was the Abadan movie theater was set on fire by the cleric themselves because people in province of Khuzestan, they were having a really good time. Equality and fairness was in place. There was no need for it. And eventually I will be talking about other factors that how the U.S. Jimmy Carter engineered this unrest. And like I'm not going to be like, if there was a way to define myself, it would be maverick, that's who I am, defiance, that's who I am, and persistence, that's who I am. And considering myself to be a son of soldier, I cannot see a cleric as something useful for Iran. Okay.